Today, I'm going to explain why adventure motorcycles are a terrible choice for off-road beginners. I am probably going to be crucified for the things I'm about to say, so please subscribe before they find me. Hello adventurers, my name is Diogo Guerra and this is OFFroad-OFFcourse. Surprisingly, there is no universal definition for what an adventure motorcycle is. So for the sake of this video, I will consider any motorcycle above 180 kilos that is both road legal and also off-road capable to be an adventure motorcycle. Anything lighter than that, I will consider it to be a dual sport, like this one. Despite everything I'm about to say, I want you to know that I find adventure motorcycles absolutely incredible. On the road they offer a degree of comfort and a long-range capacity like no other. Off-road, when placed in the hands of a good rider, they will perform almost as well as any real rally bike. But when placed in the hands of a beginner, the result is a bit meh. And this is precisely the little detail that all the magazines and all the motorcycle manufacturers will forget to include on their marketing mantras. They will forget to tell you that despite all the technology and the bling, or maybe precisely because of it, adventure motorcycles are actually the most difficult class of motorcycle to learn off-road with. It takes lots of experience and lots of technique to be able to fully unlock their full potential. So without further ado, here we go! 4 reasons why I believe that adventure motorcycles are bad for off-road beginners. First reason is they are too heavy. But you already know that. When compared to their closest cousins, the dual sports, the tall and heavy adventure motorcycles feel like, like balancing a wardrobe on a skateboard. And no matter what they tell you, there is no stage 5 suspension upgrade, there is no traction control or a new something that they came up with and tested in the deserts of Morocco that is going to change that. All that technology is there to help adventure motorcycles to suck a little less when compared with the out-of-the-box agility that you can find on any dual sport, even a 20-year-old one. Reason number 2, they are expensive. They are expensive when bought, they are expensive when dropped. And new adventure riders will drop them quite a lot. And precisely because of that, a lot of new riders will choose to spend a lot of money protecting their bikes with all sorts of extras. Some are quite useful, but some others, they are just overkill. In the end, it doesn't really matter what you decide to do, because there will always be a lot of expenses involved. Still in this topic, another thing to consider is that a bigger and a heavier motorcycle will increase your risk of bigger injuries. So the amount of money you spend on protection equipment should be increased as well. The third reason is, reason 1 and 2 are much worse than you think. It's quite easy to understand that the heavier motorcycle will be harder to keep upright and that the more expensive motorcycle will hurt more when you drop it. But what you may not know is that the combination of these two creates the worst problem that can plague the mind of a new rider: fear. Or, just like my Italian friends like to say, fiero. To become a competent off-road rider, one needs to apply all the techniques with commitment and confidence. But at the same time, one needs to let the motorcycle do its thing. So the rider needs to remain calm and with a relaxed posture. As you can understand, these concepts are not easy to explain to someone who is already too busy praying to God. The fourth reason is, there is no such thing as easy off-road. Some riders actually know all the things I mentioned before, but they still pick an adventure bike as their first off-road bike because they like to entertain the fantasy that when they go off-road they can choose to stay on easy trails. The fools. Easy and hard are relative concepts. And if to me a road like this is as easy as they come, I'm pretty sure a rookie will find at least 10 ways of martyrizing himself just trying to do something simple as turning the motorcycle around. Besides all these very typical rookie mistakes, there is also the constant draining, exhausting feeling of having no idea how traction works off-road, especially with the street tires they usually have on the bikes. And because the rookie has no experience, he cannot read the signs, and he will end up in much harder predicaments than he actually needed to. The conclusion. The conclusion, I don't actually have a conclusion. I only have a little idea to give you if you are a new rider that wants to practice off-road. I recommend that you go back to the 90s or the early 2000s and try to pick a second or a third hand dual sport. One easy to own, easy to ride, easy to drop, one that you can learn from and then sell after a year or 6 months for basically the same price. Alright guys, we are reaching the end of the video. This weekend I will be riding on an event organized by some friends and lunatics up north. So next week I think I'm gonna have a very interesting video for you. Meanwhile, if you like this one, please like, subscribe, hit the thingy and share. See you guys next week and happy rides!